What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com. I got a pick in this Ohio State versus Notre Dame national championship game going down on Monday, January 20th, 2025. Here at Pick Dawgz, we got the most free pick videos out of anyone, so click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. If you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, including my $15 pick of the day, go to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or click the link in the description of this video. You will find all my plays there. For all my big bettors out there, we do offer a VIP one-on-one service. This is for people with larger bankrolls and high rollers, whereas our normal premium picks have something to offer to everyone. So if you are looking for that extra level of service and VIP sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen and my man Kasi will get right to you. But alrighty, guys, we made it, man. We made it. The last game of the college football season. Feels like yesterday I was watching Florida State lose to Georgia Tech in Ireland. I mean, this season flew by. It's been an incredible season, and I think we have a great game on our hands for this national championship. And for this pick, I'm going to take my time because I feel like we have a lot to talk about this one. You know, usually these videos like to make it, around that 3-minute mark, get in and out, get you guys what you want, but I feel like this one needs some more time. So let's break this thing down. So while I'm recording this, it looks like when we look at the numbers, I mean, Ohio State, I see some 8s, I see some 8.5s, I even see some 9s. So definitely do your line shopping in this game, whatever side you're picking. What it looks like is the public is going to be on Notre Dame and the sharps are on Ohio State. I don't know if you put a lot of stock in that. I think it's something to look at. Do I put all my eggs in that basket on the sharp or public side? I don't, but it's something I like to look at. And to start this one off, there's no question Ohio State's a more talented team. They are far more talented on paper than this Notre Dame team. But Notre Dame has that X factor where they just seem to pull games out. They make things ugly, and they just seem to continue to get the job done. You know, I was personally at that Notre Dame-Penn State game, one of the best games I've ever been to. Great experience. And watching that Notre Dame offense, they have no electricity in that offense. I mean, it's a very lethargic offense, I would say. Other than that big pass and touchdown from Jaden Greathouse late in the game, their drives are very slow and methodical. And that does worry me in this game against an Ohio State team with the guys they have, with how their passing attack has looked. They can make a big play in the snap of the finger. So that is something that worries me about Notre Dame in this matchup, just how slow their offense is. And another thing, when we just look at matchups here, Notre Dame plays more plays more man than any team that was in this college football playoff. And that worries me as well, going against electric guys like Jeremiah Smith and Abuka. I don't know if Marcus Freeman's going to draw up something to kind of counteract that, maybe play a little bit more zone. But if Notre Dame is going to stick to their guns and play man most of this game, expect some big plays from the boys. When it comes to coaching, we got to give the coaching advantage to Notre Dame. I'm all in on the Marcus Freeman train. You know, when Marcus Freeman started his career at Notre Dame, what was it, a year ago? I think it was 2 years ago, actually. I remember they lost a game to Marshall. It was earlier in the season. One of my friends is a big Notre Dame fan. I watched the game, and I was like, this guy isn't it. I wrote Marcus Freeman off. I was like, man, this guy's not it. But, man, has he grown on me? He seems like a really great guy, great humble guy, and what he's done with this team has been incredible. And there's a cool stat here I saw. So when Marcus Freeman has had more than a week to prepare for a game, Notre Dame is 12-0 ATS. And what's even more crazy about that, he's covered those spreads by an average of 14.4 points per game. So, like I say, I mean, Ryan Day gets a lot of hate. It's understandable. I don't think he's as bad as a lot of people say, but I will give the coaching advantage to Marcus Freeman. And we all know what Notre Dame's game plan is going to be. They have that two-headed monster at running back with Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. I think they're going to run the ball down Ohio State's throat, or try to at least. That's going to be their game plan. And then, of course, those 3rd and 2s, those 4th and 2s, they're going to Riley Leonard's just going to keep the ball. They were running that all game during Penn State. And, I mean, Riley Leonard could get you a guaranteed 2 yards, it seems. So I think for Notre Dame to win this game, they're going to have to pass the ball more. We saw Riley Leonard have 200-plus yards in his last game against Penn State. If Notre Dame wants to win this game, Riley Leonard is going to have 200-plus passing yards, in my opinion. His line right now is set at 178.5 passing yards. So Riley Leonard's going to have a big game. And so when covering this game, my path for Notre Dame to actually win this game is, like I said, they're going to have to make it ugly. I think they'll have to keep Ohio State under 24 points, preferably probably under 20 points. They're going to need a massive play like that Jaden Greathouse touchdown in that Penn State game. They're going to need at least one of those massive plays. And they're probably going to need to force at least one turnover, preferably two turnovers. I think for them to win that, at least all that needs to happen, plus a Riley Leonard 200 plus passing yards game. Is that possible to happen? Of course. I mean, Notre Dame has been causing turnovers all season long. They have one of the best turnover margins in college football. I don't know the exact number, but I know they're one of the best. I think they were the best in the college football playoff. So, and penalties. Notre Dame is the more penalized team between this matchup. And I will say Ohio State does have the special teams advantage as well. So I'm just laying everything out here for you guys. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Another thing to look at, Notre Dame is the more injured team. Ohio State's going to be more healthy coming into this one. And what's most concerning about Notre Dame's injuries is their offensive line is banged up. We saw Penn State get to Riley Leonard throughout that game. Ohio State, their D-line is nothing to play with as well. So don't be surprised if Riley Leonard is pressured a lot throughout this game. Another interesting stat I heard, so over the last 6 national championships, there's been a lot of blowouts. What's the stat here? Yeah, over the last 6 college football championships, the average margin of victory was well over 2 touchdowns. So it's kind of been rare as of late we've seen close national championship games. So with Ohio State laying that many points, it's definitely concerning on the Notre Dame side. Don't get me wrong. I think that TCU lost to Georgia, 63-7. So that definitely is factored into the average. But if you just go back and look at the last few national championships since the college football playoff era, a lot of the games have been blowouts. So yeah, with all that being said, I want to take Notre Dame, man. I want to so bad, man. But I'm gonna have to roll with Ohio State. I think it's a tough matchup for Notre Dame. Like I said, with Notre Dame playing a lot of man, I don't like the defensive matchup for this Notre Dame team. I think that, like I said, Jeremiah Smith and Ibuka will have big games in this one, and I just think Ohio State's a much better team, the more talented team, the more healthy team. I do love me some Marcus Freeman, but I just don't think he could do enough in game plan for a team like Ohio State. I said a lot of people, when Ohio State lost to Michigan, they wrote him off. I thought the exact opposite. I said that's a dangerous loss for Michigan or Ohio State. That's going to put a chip on their shoulder. And throughout these college football playoffs, I took Ohio State in every single game, and I've absolutely cashed in. So, man, it's tough. Like I said, man, Notre Dame. I love Marcus Freeman. I love the fan base. It would be incredible to see this team win, but I just can't see it happening, man. So, give me Ohio State. Lay the points. I do have some player props for you guys. On the Notre Dame side, take Jaden Grayhouse over 22.5 yards. Look, I took him as over receiving yards in the last game against Penn State, so I may be a little bit biased. That's my guy right now. When he caught that big pass, I was going apeshit. But I think for Notre Dame to have success, they're going to have to feed Jaden Grayhouse. Take Ibuka over receiving yards. Everyone's going to be on Jeremiah Smith. Everyone's going to be on Jeremiah Smith. Everyone's going to be going left. I say we go right. We take Ibuka. Ibuka legacy game coming. Last but not least, give me Riley Leonard anytime touchdown. I feel like Notre Dame's going to be down at the end of this game. He's going to be the gritty guy he is. He's going to want to get his team one, and he's going to rush one in. So those are my picks there. Let's break it all down. We're going Ohio State. We're going to lay the points with Ohio State. Jaden Grayhouse over 22.5 receiving yards. Ibuka over receiving yards. Riley Leonard anytime touchdown. I'm not a big parlay guy. If you guys want to parlay all of them, have fun. But I would do all those in single bets. But man, I appreciate you guys watching this. It's been an incredible college football season. I appreciate you guys rolling with Pick Dawgz through this college football season, through all the ups and downs. We hit some picks, we lost some picks, but no matter what, we came here every single day. We gave it our all, and we're going to continue to do that. So much love to all you guys. Much love for all the support. I hope you guys have an incredible time watching this game. Follow Pick Dawgz on Instagram, man. We have a lot of great things going on there. Drop a like, drop a comment. Yeah, drop a comment who you guys are taking this one. I want to hear who you're taking in this one, and what's the path, man. Don't just give your pick. What's the path? I'm interested. Most importantly, though, subscribe to Pick Dawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'll catch you on the next one.